Queens falls to Wingate tonight in straight sets, 3-0. I'm joined by Royals head coach Hannah Long. Hannah, tonight I think it's safe to say, as Jeremy said tonight, the toughest test your team has faced so far in Wingate, 7-0 on the season. Conference play, second match of the week in conference play after a long match against Coker on Tuesday night. Started off down 11-2 in that first set, but then you called timeout, got a big run out of it, and it seemed like the match changed and was pretty tight the rest of the way. What did you say in that timeout?
To want the ball. I think we came in a little bit tentative. I think obviously a very strong team with a very strong reputation. They've got a lot of really good players that returned from last year, and I just think we came in a little bit nervous right at the beginning, to where we were kind of waiting to see how the game was going to go, and against a strong team, the game's going to go their way very quickly if that's what you're doing. So I just told them to want the ball and, be aggressive with how they played.
The middles the other night, Logan Witt and Gabby Montgomery both had stellar nights against Coker, going up against a very tough middle combination, and Havenar and Holmquist on the other side. What's your evaluation of how they were able to kind of adjust and deal with a much different situation here tonight?
Well, I think actually what you saw a little bit from our middles was indicative of our passing. We didn't pass extremely well to establish the middle early. Then once they're not established early, and then they're having to kind of slow down their approach. They don't really know if they're going to get set. We're not being set in rhythm. It's kind of hard to get going. And then when you are in system, the other team knows you're setting the middle, so they're kind of camping out on it. So I think that was a little bit of indicative that we weren't passing or defending as well tonight as we did on Tuesday night.
This is a team you've had relatively solid success against, going 2 out of 3 last year, winning in the NCAAs against in your time here. You fall tonight, you have the energy of the fans behind you. What did you learn about Wingate tonight that you think is going to help your team moving forward as you play them again down at Cuddy Arena later this year, and as Jeremy said, maybe even see them again in the conference tournament or beyond?
I think we're just still really early in the season to make any predictions. I know that they have a player that's usually very strong for them that's just not able to compete tonight, so things change over the course of the season. I think what we learned about ourselves tonight is maybe we're not as consistently confident as we need to be. I thought that was the biggest difference. We were just inconsistent, and they weren't. They played point 1 through 25, very consistent, very strong, and we had definitely lapses of 3-4 points in a row that we kind of gave them easy points, our errors, and that's where we're at right now, that we're still working to kind of our side of the net clean it up. So hopefully by the time we see them again, our side of the net's a little bit more, a little cleaner, but it's a long season.
And also a long weekend for you, with not just this match tonight, but 2 coming up tomorrow. At a very tough team in USC Aiken, followed by Lander. Give us a sense as to what to expect tomorrow. How do you respond from tonight and go down there and try to take care of business against not 1 but 2 opponents?
Well, hopefully they can go get some sleep tonight. But I've watched Aiken on film. Very strong defensively. That's going to be a very tough match with a lot of really long rallies. And then Lander, who's had some good 5-setters against some in-conference opponents right now too. So, I think we need to take 1 point at a time, 1 set at a time, and just work on being consistently competitive.
Queens falls to 5-2, 1-1 in conference play, losing 3-0 to Wingate on home floor tonight. Head coach Hannah Long, Hannah, appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.